Once again, I'm back for the quote of the day. And of course, you can tell by the thumbnail, the quote of the day is from none other than Iron Mike Tyson. So remember, like, comments, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we're going to get into it. So, this quote from Iron Mike Tyson is, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. I love this quote, and you're going to hear me say this all the time, because this right here relates to life so well. Of course, you know, Mike Tyson, when he's talking about this, he's basically talking about the fight game. You know, I remember back in the days, they would always be interviewing guys, and they're talking about how, man, I'm going to hold my right up, and then I'm going to move to the left, and I'm going to pivot. And whenever he gets ready to throw this, I'm going to duck, and I'm going to move back 2 steps. And, you know, he'd be watching and listening to these interviews. And one day he was like, yeah, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. Basically saying these guys, they had these plans and they might have worked until they got some of that power. When he hit them with one of them power shots to the face, their head got a little cloudy, their legs got wobbly, and the plan went out the window. They start running, ducking, hiding. You know, they lose all their confidence. The plan is, this plan ain't gonna work. They get nervous, it goes out the window, right? And it's the same thing when you're talking about life. You know, anything in life that you want to accomplish in general, you're gonna need a plan. Most successful people, they have a plan. And one of the things that you see about life with people with plans, one of the 3 biggest things with the plans, why the plans, you know, don't work, or the goal or whatever action, it doesn't work out. For one, they don't have a plan. Number 2, they fail to implement the plan. Number 3, they abandon the plan too early. You know, one of those 3 things. And so for me, like, I look at it all the time, and you have to understand that when you go in and you have a plan, a lot of times things are going to pop up. Things are not going to go according to plan. But one of the most important things is to stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. If you have the right plan and you have a good plan, built into the plan, you know, are going to be a few inconsistencies to where you have to plan for when the plan doesn't exactly go right, and you have to get it back on course, right? And you also have to understand when the plan is just not working at all, and you have to throw the plan out the window and come up with a new plan. And I don't want to suggest freestyling, but some people, you know, they can freestyle very well. And that's one of the biggest things I see. But in life, you know, it works out that way. Everybody has a plan until things start going wrong, and all of a sudden, the plan goes out the window. It goes all the way out the window. They start freestyling, and you probably know a lot of people like this, and they wonder why things never go correct, because they don't have a plan, and they can't stick to the plan. They can't stick to a plan to save their life. Or you have people that come up with a plan, and soon as one little tiny thing starts to go left, or one little tiny thing, it starts to go right, man, the plan goes out the window. They say, see, I told you it wasn't going to work. And they immediately, you know, go into panic mode, and they revert back to not having a plan. They go back into their shell, and they decide whatever they're doing is not going to work out, and I'm not going to do it. Right? So that's one of the main things just about this, about everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. When you have a plan in life and things start to go wrong, man, you got to stand back a little bit. You have to gather yourself, and you have to understand, how do I get the plan back on track? Stick to the plan. It's going to work. Because a lot of time with a lot of plans, you know, what we have to understand is you have to set milestones and get to those milestones. And what you also have to do is understand, a lot of time for most plans, it takes time. You know, used to see sometimes in the fight game, a lot of people's plans were, you know, they were going to wear a guy down because this guy's never been 3 rounds or 4 rounds. I have to wear him down. I have to stay out of his reach. Don't take any big shots. And then when he gets tired in the 5th or 6th round, then I'm going to go after him. It takes time. You know, and in life with plans, it's the same thing. When you're trying to reach financial goals, most of the times, it takes time. You know, it takes a lot of time. So you have to take your time. You have to set those milestone goals and reach those small milestones, because those small ones, those little pebbles that you throw on top of each other, they end up being a mountain and they turn into that one huge goal. But it takes time, and we have to remember that. And like I said, if you see this quote in a different way and you understand it in a different way, hey, let's talk about it down in the comments. Remember, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. The most important part is when you get punched in the face, man, don't fall down. Don't let them count you out. You have to get up and you have to continue on, and you have to stick to the mother effing plan. It's your man, Rod Strickland. Till next time.